Before we go out there tonight, Endo, I've made you a special soup.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I want anything made in the old bar kitchen.
I know, a lot of bugs, and not a lot of ingredients. I had to rummage around just to find enough stuff for a soup, but it's good. There we go. Just one sip. Really all you need. How's that? No good?
Too much soy.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, can't get rid of the soy because then there'll be no soup because it's just soy. Found ingredients. Found ingredients.
Hello everybody! Tonight on Gap Year Asia, a little village with not so little snakes.
No, bad snake.
Run!
Oh, this is crazy.
At a hair factory in Vietnam, Hamish and Andy test the story of Rapunzel. Hang on, Andy! But then, it's Hamish versus Andy versus 100 mini Thai kickboxers.
Ow, ow, ow.
Oh, kids, take it easy on them.
Of Gap Year Asia, a huge show we've got for you tonight.
Very big show, and also on a personal note, a little bit of a treat I've got for Ando as well, a little bit of a present, just to kick things off.
Well, I don't know what this is,
No,
but I know that I probably don't want
You
it.
do want it, I can promise you that, because I had a bit of extra time today, and I went a couple of alleys over here in Bangkok. I got you a tattoo. I did. Really hurt. It's your face. Look at that, and it's censored.
Okay, well, how did that hurt? It's a henna.
It is henna, but I've got an open mosquito bite near your chin and I've over-scratched a bit. Some of the henna stain gets in. The mosquito bite really stings, but I stung for you because we are friends and I'll take that pain for you, man.
Okay, it's 2 weeks old.
Well, it's a huge gesture for a friend to make.
It's not really, because it will just wash away in
Actually,
2 weeks.
also got you another tattoo. Look at that.
Okay, a tramp stamp.
That's right. Not just any tramp stamp either. It's the stuff that's on the show tonight. Have a read. It's a list.
But I know what's on the show tonight, Ham, and I was about to tell everyone anyway.
Nah, well, this way, you can just have a read and give your brain a break and just use the list. Go ahead. I'll just... It's easy.
Okay, first up, Snack Village.
That should say Snake Village.
Yeah, because we did go to a snake village.
Yeah. Where they no doubt sold snacks.
We flew north and started the drive to a place known as the Cobra Village.
When running from a snake, is there a rule about, like, crocodiles?
2 steps forward, 1 step back. Yeah, it is. Be unpredictable. And these can hopefully step back onto their head. In the village, each one of the 140-odd homes has at least one pet snake. Bois has 10. And they're 10 of the deadly ones.
Oh, man, it's huge.
Okay, well, it's all right. I'm going to put... No. Bad snake. Jeez, it's big, Ando.
And it's very, very poisonous, and it's deadly.
Oh, this is crazy.
This is so weird.
Watch its head.
Watch its big...
Because that's where its poison lives.
Oh, no.
Can this one bite and kill people?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you're right at the business end there, brah.
Oh, I don't like that. Don't kiss it,
no.
Ron. Don't. Okay, you've done what I didn't want you to do.
We asked Bois to pop his snake away and talk to us about the risks of living in a snake village.
You have been bitten 20 times?
22 times.
22.
Do they bite your finger off, or is that result of venom?
Because of the venom.
Because of the venom. Sure, the cobra fangs can be a bit annoying, but it wasn't just the teeth you had to worry about.
พ่นพิษเข้าตา Oh, they spit the poison to his eyes.
Oh, they spit as well. How far can they spit?
ไกลไหมคะ มัน
2 meters.
2 meters.
2 meters? How close were we to it earlier?
That's 2.5. And you still love them.
รักไหม
Really? Still love snakes. I reckon after about the 10th attack, I'd start. Do I love them that much?
Well, there's not much choice in this village, Ham, because 60 years ago, a local doctor wanted to convert this place into a major tourist attraction and convinced everyone in the town to adopt a large number of snakes. The tourist attraction bit has fallen away, but the snakes certainly remain.
Up at the village, what else happens?
Swimming, racing.
The swimming racing?
Yeah.
The snakes?
Yes.
How many snakes in the race?
แข่งว่ายน้ำกี่ตัวคะ
2 ตัว
Classic two-snake race. My favourite number of snakes in a race.
So we were suddenly off to see your regulation, run-of-the-mill snake race.
Hey guys, guess what? A snake-based activity's happening in the town. Put down all other animals you were playing with and we'll now race snakes. Bring your umbrellas. They double as snake hooks.
The course was mapped out. We both picked a snake, and it was decided that the loser would have a snake placed in their pants. There were some final questions.
What do we do about the venom issue?
มีการปฐมพยาบาลเบื้องต้นค่ะให้กินว่านฮะ
First aid with the herb and then
No. Let's not assume it's going to happen.
The solution was Bois would hold its venomous head. But how long would the snake have to be in there?
Do you know, I heard that you have to keep the snake in your pants for as long as it takes you to recite the ancient snake in your pants chants. That's how long it has to be in there for. If you'll excuse me one moment, I think I know where the scroll is.
And 5 minutes later, Hame returned.
I found it. I found the ancient scroll. So, this is the snake in your pants chant.
Snake in my pants, a snake in my pants. Is there perchance a snake in my pants?
God 2 says, yes, my friend, would you care to dance?
I cannot dance as there's a snake in my pants.
My good friend, I take no offence. You may now remove the snake from your pants.
Offence?
I guess they needed a rhyme.
So it was settled. I was in the left lane and Ando was in the right. On your marks, get set, snake!
Looks like we're close to a start here. It's a little bit unorthodox. Oh, Jesus, snake's doing good stuff.
It was a close race.
Come on, you're out in front.
Andy was a neck in front,
Isn't a snake just one big ginormous neck?
but I was gaining. But then, hang on.
Oh, no.
Yes!
Yes, his snakes jumped out of the lane. Surely I had this. There would not be a snake in my pants. I was cruising to victory until...
No, don't stop now.
Yes!
Don't stop now.
Have I won?
What's the rule?
I won?
Yours is over the other side of the
Mine's
pond.
definitely swum more. That's a win, isn't it?
Mine's broken the line as well. Mine's just going out towards the...
Who wins, mate?
The villagers weren't fussed about the winner, Ham, because suddenly there were 2 deadly snakes on the loose.
Attention, children. Snake on the loose.
They weren't too bothered.
Well, look at yours.
We're not quite sure who the winner is yet because the president's run off to get that deadly snake.
Oh, this is so tense, waiting for an official ruling here from the stewards. Who will have the snake in their pants? Snake in their pants.
Neither of us, because they couldn't get the snake to put in our pants.
Has he got it?
Trying to find the snake.
That's right here. Oh, there it is. There's the snake.
It's gone. It's on the loose again. It's on the loose again.
I'm just very keen to find out what the ruling is.
Again, we were the only ones that cared, because after the chaos of catching the snakes and the relief of finally getting them in their boxes. Finally in the boxes. Yep. We left the village without ever finding out who the real winner was.
Hang on, yes we did.
Okay, so this is the snake, Ando, and it's going inside your pants now. Okay, it's in there, it's moving around.
Snake in my pants. Snake in my pants. Is there perchance a snake in my pants?
Yes, my friend. Would you... It's not finished yet, guys. Yes, my friend. Would you care to dance?
I cannot dance as there's a snake in my pants.
My good friend, I take no offence. Back then, that was a word. You may now remove the snake from your pants.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very cosy. There you go. It's a little tickle on the way out.
Oh, it's attached to something. It's wrapped around. It's wrapped around. Ah! That's a wedgie. It's a wedgie. That's a wedgie.
That's all right. Can you ask her if it's a lady snake or a man snake? It's a lady snake! All right. Andy Lee, weird Thailand trip continues.
Wasn't snake-based fun. Stick around, everybody. Plenty more to come on Gap Eurasia.
Coming up, a very special beauty therapy.
Oh, that's already starting to look heaps better.
Great results. Hamish and Andy go undercover in China.
Hi, boys.
Have you grown? But next, mini martial arts.
Got a handbag on.
It's Hamish versus Andy versus all of them.
Welcome back to Gap Eurasia.
It is now time for Hamish
versus Andy. Bang! Oh, get down, everyone. There was an explosion. Oh, now here in Thailand, Muay Thai kickboxing, very, very popular. So are a lot of other martial arts.
Yes, so this week we thought we'd do some MMA. No, not mixed martial arts. That's way too dangerous for us. But we did find something else that fits the acronym.
Mini martial arts. Now, we as fighters, Andy and I, what was that word that guy said we were?
Crap.
Yeah, we're crap as fighters. So we thought maybe fighting mini people, or children, as they're known, aged between 4 and 9, might be a lot easier for us.
But fighting one kid is too easy.
Yeah,
so
we've all
with
done
our
that.
MMA, you have to fight 50, one after the other. The other rule was we couldn't attack. We could only defend ourselves.
That was also an important rule for the parents to know, so they let us do it with their kids.
The fighter who defended the most mini kicks and punches over the 50-minute bout would be the winner.
Sawatdee Cap race fans, and welcome back to Bangkok for a fight night like no other. The two stages are set for what promises to be nothing short of humiliating as these two grown men prepare to defend themselves against 100 children. But before the carnage begins, here's Ryan Shelton with the rules.
In mini martial arts, competitors must only defend themselves against 50 mini Muay Thai kickboxers, with each bout lasting 1 minute. The competitor who receives the least amount of direct hits wins the race. Back to you.
Our referees and judges are in place now, ready to preside over today's proceedings. What makes this so challenging is not necessarily the volume of fighters that they'll face or the killer instinct of those fighters, but the simple fact that Blake and Lee cannot fight back. Competitors now ready and waiting in the required kneeling position. And this is what they're facing. 100 mini martial arts fighters, children really, literally queuing up to unleash hell. Oh, there's quick draw. Oh, and of course the Goblin, who Blake will be facing later on. We are moments away now as we go ringside to Ryan.
Yes, Ian, the first one's now entering the ring.
And here we go. Blake faces the microwave first up. And oh, wow! 1, 2, 3, 4 unprotected hits on Blake. Sneaky inside jab there. That's why they call him the microwave. He heats up in an instant. Let's see how Lee's faring. Oh, not great. Oh dear, not great at all. I can't imagine either of them were prepared for this. The crowd involved early on as Ryan... Oh, God. Ryan's with Lee now.
Andy, tougher than you thought.
Yeah, just got kicked in the face.
Okay, how are you going to last through 50?
No, I'm not.
Oh, no. About to begin, and Lee better look sharp because he's got the saber-tooth miner.
Oh, no, this guy's ready to rumble.
Oh, and he is taking no prisoners. He's up, he's down, he's round, he's everywhere. As Lee attempts to run away, but there's nowhere to hide from this child. Meanwhile, in Blake's ring, the intensity isn't quite as intense.
She's got a handbag on.
She sure does, and she would not leave home without it. As the assault continues in Lee's ring, he is racking up dozens of unprotected hits. Like that one. Oh, and that one. The flying knee that he's known for. Absolutely majestic from the saber-tooth. Well, by my count, Blake's slightly in front on the points tally. Well, 8 bouts in and no rest for the stupid as these two competitors continue to be punished by children. The crowd are certainly enjoying the spectacle and it seems nowhere is safe in these square rings. As Andy gets his dignity served to him by an 8-year-old called Penny. Let's cross to Ryan Shelton, who's ringside.
Yes, Ian, well, they're only 10 kids in now and already getting the beating of their life. I don't think they expected this at all. I know Hamish is in some serious trouble and Andy is no different.
Well, look who it is, weighing in at 8 years old. It's the Goblin, but he's also about to be Hamish Blake's worst nightmare.
Too early.
Well, it may be too early for Blake, but it's too late for excuses. And the Goblin does not disappoint. He's a crowd favourite, and you can see why. Lee, meanwhile, with a lucky break.
Look what's happening to Haim over there.
Right, it's quite the contrast.
That's just fun to watch, isn't it?
This judge's counter must be in overdrive as the Goblin is gobbling Blake up for breakfast. Well, I want to see this man-child's birth certificate because if he reckons he's only 8, then I'm a dead ringer for Johnny Depp. Oh no, only 15 bouts bouts in, and it's the wild card round. And if things weren't tough enough, Lee's drawn the box-off card and will have to remove his groin guard, while Blake's been given the hands up, meaning he'll have to defend with his hands on his head.
Okay, guys, I promise I won't let you down.
This will be interesting as Blake will face Dr. Octopunch. He was the first to introduce his trademark 8-punch combo. Hopefully we'll see it today from the 5-year-old. Lee, meanwhile, not willing to move those hands for anyone.
Want to take hands off balls but can't.
Blake's midsection still being annihilated as the crowd awaits patiently for the Octopunch. Or was that it? I think it was! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Octopunch combo! With that, Blake is in serious trouble. Well, not much time to recover as yet another child steps in the ring and pow! Right in the kisser. Well, 30 kids in and both competitors remain under the pump. They've tried to defend themselves, but if I'm honest, they've done a piss-poor job, letting through hundreds of unprotected hits. Back live now as Blake goes fetal. Ryan's with him.
It's impossible to ignore. Hamish is getting beaten up by close to a newborn baby. Back to you.
Oh, for once you're not wrong, Ryan. Oh, and a cheeky pot shot to finish him off. Lee now facing the boy who could fly kick. He's called that for one reason and one reason only. Ooh, almost. We are now almost 40 bouts in, and these two ragged competitors have endured so much, Ryan.
Yes, Ian, I'm with Andy now. Look, it's not as easy as you may have thought against these 7 and sometimes 4-year-olds.
Yeah, I went around picking fights in kindergartens just before this to get a bit of practice, but this is much harder.
And it's only going to get worse, because look who's about to step in the ring. Blue Steel! And oh no, the relentless Bash Gordon. By my count, Lee now holds a small points advantage, but he's got an energized Bash Gordon, and he immediately lives up to his reputation. Oh! We knew he was fast, but when you look at that form, Lee in real trouble. Blake braces himself, and there's that stinging kick as the clock winds down. Blake struggling with Blue Steel. Lee's actually managed to defend quite well, sort of. Not really. Blake just needs to hold for a few more. Oh, there's the bell. Gee, they'll be happy to hear that, won't they? But stay tuned, race fans, as we take a quick break, because when we return, it's the final 5. Can Blake and Lee hold on against these baby-sized boxers? Only time and the next segment will tell.
Before the break, we were deep into our 50-round fight against children where we're only allowed to defend ourselves.
Embarrassingly, we weren't doing that well. Those kids were really rough, Mum.
Well, we are back, and as much as Blake and Lee might not like it, they still have 5 fighters to face each. And for Blake, it all starts with her, the Tomahawk. I can't help but think she may take Blake by surprise, Ryan.
Yes, Ian, the Tomahawk is now entering the ring to face Hamish, and she is giving him a beating like he's never had before.
Oh! She's gonna break some hearts one day. Ooh, and also some heads.
Oh, she's getting him. Back to you.
Lee's got some problems of his own with this 5-year-old pocket rocket. Oh, no mercy shown whatsoever. Oh! As the bell rings, just in time. Yeah, he felt that one. Well, strange decision here from Blake, who's decided to skull 5 raw eggs. What I can only assume is a bit of extra energy. It's not a pretty sight, but it seems to be doing something to him. Let's fight! Let's see if he can help at all. Well, he's defending very well. Maybe it is. Oh, no. He might need a bucket. Lee managing to hold strong, and by the looks of it, so is Blake. Oh! Oh, no. I hope you like your eggs scrambled, Hamish. The judge is on top of things as we now prepare for fighters 99 and 100. It'll be the unfriendly giant for Lee. And Blake has local legend Quick Draw. Get ready for some action, folks. These kids can kick and box.
Oh, my arm's gone. My left arm.
Oh, and strike 1, you're out. Quick Draw on fire. Blake moves to DEFCON 1. The unfriendly giant treating Lee to a session of pain training. Oh, so many hits. I've lost count. And another hit. And another. And the onslaught continues for Blake. And another hit. And another. As seconds remain, up goes the giant, riding Lee like a rodeo clown. And there's the final bell. Well, incredible. What a finish we just witnessed.
My body. Oh, my poor body.
Ryan's with Lee.
Yes, Ian with Andy now. Andy, harder or easier than you're expecting? Harder. We got there harder. Back to you, Ian.
Thanks for nothing as always, Ryan. The final score's being tallied now as a hurting Blake and Lee wait to find out who defended themselves better. Let's cross down to Ryan for the winner.
Yes, Ian, this is what it comes down to. We're about to find out the winner of this unbelievable bout.
My money's on Blake. Quite a bit.
And the winner is...
Damn it! Lee's got it! Lee's got it! There's the official scores. Hamish Blake allowing almost 100 more hits through as the local crowd cheers for their champion. What a humble winner. Well, after 100 of Thailand's most dangerous children, that's it from me. And like I always say, I'm Ian Danter, black belt in sports entertainment.
For getting bashed up the least by children, and you're awarded the coveted plastic cup that you may now wear on your head as a bubble man forever.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
But the good news is we walked away injury-free. Everyone's fine.
Well, that's not entirely true. It made me laugh that the only injury after 50 minutes of fighting was Haim's infected knee from the manky floor of the ring.
Those knee pads were possibly faulty, but the good news is when you pick up an infection in Thailand, it's almost definitely not a tropical disease. So everyone wins.
Our next travels took us to Vietnam.
I can't feel the right side of my body. Oh, I'm all right. Sorry, okay. It comes and goes. It's the knee.
To see a village with a very unique industry, and throughout all of Asia, they are the biggest exporter of human hair.
We flew to hair.
Here?
No, hair.
Well done.
Thanks.
We were in Vietnam and heading towards the largest hair manufacturer and supplier in the country.
We're off to the hair village.
So do they have people out, like growers and then harvesters? Like people out there just constantly growing and then...
I know you're thinking of them all sitting in the field, aren't you?
Well,
like
not in the
buried
field.
up to their head. And then a machine comes along and just harvests the hair off their head.
No, just like Christmas.
People would come and deliver the hair.
He was actually right. People come and deliver their hair here.
Hair! Sorry, Andy.
That's fine.
Sorry.
And between this workshop and a nearby factory, over 50 tonnes of human hair is processed a year. We met Han, the hair business owner, and asked how this whole thing got started.
Before 2003, she was actually going to the street and collecting and go to the barber shop or salon to collecting hair.
Oh, so you hang out at hairdressers just running in, scooping it away?
Yeah, basically that's it.
Oh, wow.
And from 2003 and later, basically people go to collect hair and sell it to her.
And it's turned into quite the enterprise, with Han selling the hair all around the world, with the biggest consumer being China.
What's the top dollar? What's the top dollar amount?
It's about $600 per kilogram.
600
Wow.
a kilo.
Jeez, no wonder hair extensions are too expensive for me to put in. This was big business. That's a brick of cash, by the way.
Sweet money-making montage. Anyway, we just found out how expensive the hair was, so I hope to pick some up at factory prices.
What do you reckon?
Very Billy Ray.
Can you tell the difference?
Good redneck look.
Yeah?
Not bad. I had another idea.
Handlebar. Just lick it so it sticks.
I don't want to lick
All right, we'll play with other people's hair. What did Mum say? Don't play with other people's hair.
Well, we're going to disappoint our mums, because after seeing the hair being processed, we had an idea that we wanted to run past Hun once she got off the phone. Ah, there you go. No? Oh, great.
Sorry, Lan, could you ask if we could make a 5-metre long ponytail? Like Rapunzel, just a 5-metre long plait. Like Rapunzel.
Chị ơi, bây giờ mình có làm cách nào có thể bện 5 mét tóc vào được không hả chị? 5 mét hay 4 mét?
And then helmet.
Xong anh sẽ dính vào một cái nón bảo hiểm.
Strapped to the head,
Để...
Prince Charming
Thế xong rồi.
climbs up the rope, jumps in the window.
Mẹ chỉ sẽ làm được.
Whatever idea you have doesn't matter. She can do 5 meters of...
Okay, right, she doesn't need the story. Oh, okay.
So production started on the ponytail rope, which I would wear on my head and wait for my Prince Charming to come.
Yeah, I'm still nervous about the strength of this thing.
We're seeing the rope getting put together at the moment.
What about the strength of your neck?
I don't think Rapunzel would have become a true historical account written down in history books if it hadn't have worked. Learn something, mate. It's a gap year.
We asked whether there was a tower window nearby.
That window.
Which window?
I think it's that window. I think that's their house.
That's way too high.
That's a very good window, hun. Thank you. The prince climbed up a tower. I mean, are you hot for me or not?
Not.
Do your job, mate. Get up there. Have at me.
I reckon Rapunzel must have been substantially hotter for the prince to want to do this.
What about the electrical wires?
Do you reckon you'll hit them?
Well, yes.
Do you want them down?
Yeah.
I just don't remember this from the books. The prince doing a 1 hour sight check. I just thought it was
the prince.
Boing, woof, bang.
What?
Sort of how I remember the story.
I don't remember that part, but in all of this, I didn't know why Hayne was so relaxed about his side of the equation.
They've got it on a bike helmet.
Yeah.
Head here, jammed, right?
Will that crumble?
Nah.
The helmet could crumble.
That's possible. So
helmet.
get ready for that. That'll be the equivalent of my scalp being ripped out.
So if that crumbles, we're saying Rapunzel didn't do this. Myth busted.
She definitely did it. It just means she didn't have a scalp as strong as a bike helmet.
So with electrical wires removed, a 5-metre plat secured, a few of the workers' beds in place, plus the best Rapunzel and Prince outfits we could find, this was actually going to happen.
Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Lay down your golden hair!
He did.
She did.
And the real-life Rapunzel test was about to get underway.
Welcome back to Gap Eurasia. If you've just joined us, the story is simple. We're in a village that process human hair for extensions.
We got them to make a giant 5-metre long plait, attach it to a helmet to create a classic Rapunzel test. Very simple.
We were in the Bac Ninh province of Vietnam at the leading hair processing factory.
That's real human hair. It's a bit creepy, isn't it?
And we decided to test the story of Rapunzel with a 5-metre plait, a helmet, Prince Charming, and Rapunzel herself.
Oh, I mustn't. My dad has said I wasn't allowed to have boys up here. Come to me, Princey. Sunrise fresh. A lady never reveals her secrets. Oh, Andy!
With 5 mattresses laid out,
Safety regulation check.
it was time.
Sort of don't want to throw their hair out. Maybe there's
Rapunzel! Rapunzel!
more to life than just giving it up.
Lay down your golden hair!
Hey, be quiet, mate. I'm just having some thoughts.
Lay down your golden hair, please.
I'm a brunette these days. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Say it.
Lay down your jet black hair.
All right.
So Rapunzel laid out her beautiful knot of hair and assumed the traditional braced position.
Well, no, in fact, Rapunzel did have a couple of friendly Vietnamese blokes on her legs, just in case.
And as the villagers looked on, the climb to my beauty commenced.
Ready?
Yes. Ready.
Man, this was quite the strain on my head. Andy must have been getting pretty close.
Are you going there, champ?
Yeah, Ham? I was. Not. Just about 10 centimetres there.
How you going there, Prince?
Yeah. Struggling a little.
Yeah, things weren't good, but I gave it another go.
Rapunzel's getting ready. Rapunzel wants her ready. He's fallen off again. He's fallen off again.
This was becoming a bit of a theme.
Hold my legs, boys.
Did I have it this time?
The prince has fallen again.
It's slippery. It's slippery. That was a good Good extra 10.
Sounds like Prince Charming's become Prince Excuses.
And the laughing stock of the village.
But I wanted to make this fairy tale a reality, which required getting to the top as well as a far better narrator.
And thus it was so. The brave prince dug deep. He knew the beauty that lay in wait. Hand over hand he climbed the tower wall. He ascended, up, and past the door, drawing near to the windowsill. Rapunzel could almost smell his sweet cologne and tell...
Oh, he just doesn't want it bad enough.
And the villagers rejoiced.
Oh, well, if you're laughing so much, why don't you try and do it? Oh, damn, he is going to try. But the thing was, Haim still thought it was me climbing.
Come to me!
What a great surprise. Oh, for both of them.
Claim your prize.
He's got the prize. But it's not much of a prize, is it?
You're a lot more handsome than I remember. I love the haircut.
And the villagers rejoiced again.
Hey, boys. I'm taken.
As the new prince and Rapunzel went on to live happily ever after. The end.
You know, the crazy thing was that guy and I broke up. Once he found out my hair was extensions, he dumped me. He didn't want to go out with a fake. He said, "Men are pigs, Ando. Men are pigs. I'll never find love."
Yeah, sure. Okay. You're going to stay up there, eh, or...?
Yeah, I'll probably just stay up here forever till another Prince Charming comes my way.
Okay, well, to make Haim a little less dependent on his extensions for his beauty...
Actually, sorry, probably a bit hungry. Do you think you could chuck a green curry on that and I'll winch it up?
No.
Oh. Chivalry is dead.
Anyway, we thought we'd visit a pretty odd beauty therapist. It was a face-slapping clinic.
We drove from the Raintree Bar pretty much just round the corner because we'd heard of a lady who performs a unique beauty therapy.
From what I understand, she just hits you and then charges you plastic surgery rates.
Kind of true. The therapy was developed by Kung Gung.
Oh, that's her.
And this is also her. She claims to be able to slap wrinkles away, and you can learn the craft for the humble price of $330,000 for a 10-day course.
Yikes.
We were greeted by two of her students.
Welcome to this profession of Thai wisdom.
Smile. New series world. Love me, love you. Face slapping for you.
We needed a bit more of an explanation.
How does the face slapping work?
อาชีพแห่งภูมิปัญญามันเป็นการตบกระชับกล้ามเนื้อ
So she says face slapping, what it does, it firms the muscles and also the skin as well.
So it tightens it. Is it because it's swelling? Does that because?
No, it actually makes your face more smaller.
How many times do you need to get slapped to get beautiful?
ปีละ1 ครั้ง
She says just once every year.
Once a year,
and then you're beautiful. That's great.
And what a golden opportunity.
What could it be improved here with a good slap?
You can actually become more handsome because to make your eye bigger.
Yeah.
Make my eyes bigger.
Yeah, they seem big.
And then lift your eyebrows.
I would have thought that eyebrow's very close to his eyes.
High eyebrows. To firm up my cheeks.
Yeah. Bit
แล้ว
wobbly
ก็
here.
เขาให้กางออกมาอย่างนี้
And to make your ears come out a little.
Yeah.
Do we want that?
Jeez, quite the list. She also said Andy's bottom needed a definite upgrade.
Really?
She says yes.
ต่อยก้นได้
Butt punching.
Butt punching.
Buttpunching.com.
Already taken.
There you have it. Our much-needed treatments were decided on.
Are you guys ready to get slapped yet?
Yes. I am ready to be slapped pretty.
So we bounded upstairs to first tend to my obvious facial flaws.
Look at those stupid, thin, streamlined ears. I feel like an idiot. Yeah. Thanks for being friends with me, even though I had some pretty flat ears.
And she wasted no time getting into it.
Andy, she's hitting me.
She says relax.
I am relaxed.
Yeah, just relax. Oh, that's already starting to look heaps better. Oh, that's... Yeah. Oh, yes!
What an improvement!
Hang on, those ears still seem a bit wrong, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, get that ear hanging out.
Let's get that ear out. Fix my ear insecurities.
But moments later... Perfection.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Thank you.
That's much better.
She says this is an amazing profession because this is 1,000,000% safe and 100% chemical free.
It's not that safe. Sometimes you can get hit in the face.
Well, with my ugly face now completely fixed, it was time to work on Andy's troublesome rear.
What's wrong with this? What?
Oh my God, where do we start? Where do we start?
She says that...
Floppy.
Yeah.
Floppy. And look at this.
No button.
Very high ass crack. What's that doing all the way up there? Long way from home, aren't you, Cracky? But hopefully once we separate the bum like that, the crack itself will fall down and have nowhere to run anymore. And it will...
That has nothing to do with it.
It has everything to do with it.
But Ando required a little bit more convincing, even though our team was ready to go.
Andy.
Oh.
Stand like this and bend over.
Rarely seen dark side of Andy's moon here.
Come on, Ando. Without pain, the perfect bottom you cannot gain.
Get it? Yeah. Good shot. Really punch that thumb.
Within a matter of seconds, it was nearly flawless. Oh, actually, I think she might have missed a bit. Still hadn't got it. Yep, there it is.
Thought we were getting a bit of a rhythm there.
You can see the difference. So one side is bigger than the other side.
You bet it is. Because it's bruised and bad. Yeah, it does from all the hitting.
One side's flat.
อันนี้ที่เขาตีเมื่อกี้
Poured out a bit of blood.
Oh, she said that that's where you hit just now, and that's why there's red marks.
Is that where Hamish hit, is it?
Yep, that's him.
I don't think I did that. How could I have done that?
Well, I'd like to review the footage.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah, it was me. But that's the price you pay for a faultless booty.
This is great, Marwan. Thank you very much.
So with the perfect face and a Jessica Alba-esque behind, we prepared to leave. But not without the traditional goodbye.
Thank you for coming. Please come again.
See you soon
See you soon.
This actually went for quite a while.
Later, Hamish serves Andy a very special delicacy in cultural eating.
Things I do for you, Ando.
I don't even want to know. And next, Hamish and Andy find out if us Aussies are getting ripped off.
Thanks a dingo load. We've learned a lot in our travels, and it's important to pass that wisdom on to others. Haim.
Thanks, Andy. Yes, hello. I'm here live in the audience. I'm here with Anna. Anna, here to teach you something about shopping. Have you been shopping over here?
Yes.
You've enjoyed some shopping in Thailand?
Yes, I have.
How much did you pay for this traditional elephant?
How much would I pay?
Best price.
Best price, I would pay 50 baht.
You fool, it was free. They threw it in for free when we bought some shot glasses. That's how easy it is to get ripped off. Back to you, Andy, also in the studio.
Thank you very much, Hamish.
No worries.
Anyway, it is easy to get ripped off, and that's why we set up an incredible test to find out how much things actually cost here in Asia. The report was pretty damning. Travelling. It can be a lot of fun, and so can buying souvenirs.
But how do you know when you're buying souvenirs you're getting the right price?
Are you getting a great deal?
Or are you getting ripped off?
Is it true that locals are paying less than tourists for the exact same item?
We went undercover and transformed ourselves into Aussie tourists to find out. Believe it or not, that's actually us in disguise.
It's me.
Using character acting and traditional Australian dialect.
G'day.
We were easily able to convince these locals that we were from Australia.
One flamin' crystal, please. 300. Best price. Thanks a dingo load.
How much for this grouse Asian hammer? I just flew in from Australia and I bought all my money. You'll do 90. There's your Chinese dollars. 90. Lowest price. Good price.
We certainly got the feeling that maybe we were getting Chinese burnt.
You're a Bonza Chinese Sheila. I can't wait to take it home and dig myself a kangaroo
pool.
So there you have it, the prices for a tourist. But we still need to find out what a local will be charged. I know what you're thinking. How can we become locals?
We don't speak the language, and let's face it, we don't look like we're from around here. Well, that's where our friends Ying and Lee come into play. Them and some specially made harnesses and very long jackets will be able to transform us, regular Aussies, into giant locals from the Kunming province.
As we blended in with the locals, hi boys, we returned to the exact same stores to buy the exact same items.
The question remained, will the crystal store give a better price now as a giant local? Remember, as an Aussie tourist, I paid 300 won for this same crystal just an hour ago.
And how will I go with that same grouse hammer that previously, as an Aussie tourist, cost me 91?
Hello， 你好，这个锤多少钱呢？90块的。不，你便宜点。便宜点了。90块 OK， 就是最多。没有。真的90块。不。45。
The negotiations heated up, both over the crystal
and the hammer.
不以关系，不以。这个是多功能的。
But back at the crystal store, it didn't take long before 300 won quickly became 100 won. What a surprise. Thank you indeed. With a whopping 200 won discount. It certainly helps to be a local.
And it's the same old story with that hammer. In only 1 hour, the prices magically dropped from 91 to 41, a 51 local discount. That's less than half price.
Oh.
So there you have it. Just a simple outfit and voila, a good price.
It really is as easy as that to save yen, won, dollars, pesos, whatever the currency overseas. You said it, Ying.
Hamish and Andy reporting from China.
Stay right there, because next, Hamish has a surprise for Andy.
Well, that's out of the question. Welcome back to Gap Year Asia. Haim is just having a bit of a virgin Mai Tai there.
I'm allowed. And there's a reason that Andy is sipping from his Virgin Shirley Temple, because he has good reason to wash his mouth out this week. People might be aware of a regular segment we like to do on the show, Cultural Eating, which is where one of us makes the other guy eat something that's a little bit unique.
Yeah, I introduced Hamish to the delicacy of 18-year-old tofu in Taiwan a couple of weeks back. And since doing that, I wasn't sure what he'd have in store for me this week.
To be perfectly honest, I wasn't really sure what we were getting into this week either until we were doing it. You like milkshakes?
Yes, chocolate ones though. Yep. Depends on the flavour.
Do you like, so you like shakes? Well, so just take out the H, pop in an N. Snake. It's just a snake. It's not even a snake.
They don't even eat snakes here.
Don't they? Then how come there's a whole bloody restaurant dedicated to the delicacy and the expensive delicacy that is snake? Specifically snake heart. A raw snake heart.
It's true. In Vietnam, every part of the snake is used for numerous dishes. But the snake heart is most revered.
And it is a delicacy, isn't it, in Vietnam?
It is, actually. Not many people can afford eating snake, and it's only for either very important guest or someone that you really respect a lot.
I respect Andy heaps.
This is a big deal. Observe, marble, red, linen, these things, towels, complimentary towels. Not cheap.
Waste of money.
Is it just a heart? Is it raw?
Yes. Basically, they will take the heart out of the snake, and it's still beating. And whoever going to eat it, they just have to swallow the beating heart.
Beating? Yep. No, it's great. It's great. It can't be beat.
I shouldn't be having this.
It's actually poison. Don't go too close.
Okay.
It's dangerous.
Cool. Things I do for you, Ando.
I mean, all snakes are bad. Adam and Eve taught us that. The game Snakes and Ladders taught us that.
There are going to be some things that you see during this that you can't unsee ever again. Oh, sweet jeez.
And the delicacy for cultural eating was ready to be served with a side of blood and gallbladder juice.
And you got to do this quickly. I'll explain later. There's something that's beating. It looks like a heart. Don't think about it. You got to do it while it's still beating. That's just tomato juice and grapefruit juice for good luck. What's the order? Put the heart in the blood?
Is that blood?
No, tomato juice.
That's out of the question.
Actually, it was very much in the question because the heart has to be placed inside the glass only seconds before it's meant to be eaten.
Straight down. Snake sucking cowboy. It's in. Oh no, it's out. It's out. It's in. In or out? What do we think? It's in. I can feel 2 heartbeats. It's like you're pregnant with a snake baby. This means that you're the most respected member of the family.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
And there was a very long silence as everyone just thought about what had happened. Great job.
Cultural eating complete.
Oh, well. Don't worry, everybody. I plan to find something 50 times worse for Hamish next week. Cheers, mate.
Well, no, I'm not cheersing that. So.
Okay. Well, we hope to see you for the finale next week.
I will cheers that.
Great.
Cheers.
Have a good night,
Next week on Gap Year Asia. Irons and spiders and sweat. Oh my!
Yes!
Irons and spiders and sweat. Oh my! It's the final episode of Gap Year Asia.
Let go of my arm.
You can't miss it. You just can't.
Oh!
Guys, you've got nothing else to do. Come on, keep watching. Go, go, go.
We don't want to appear needy, but please subscribe.
Hey, Ando, you know who subscribed recently? That big Japanese YouTube star.
Oh.
That everyone likes.
Yeah, great.
So she's on.
Yeah.
You get on.
Subscribe.